here. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Hear ye, hear ye. Can you hear me, honey? Because we're about to go ahead and get into this review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, so they say, but it's Porsha family that actually matters, okay? So that's what we're about to talk about. Earlier today, we had a really good live for Real Housewives of Potomac. I'll let you guys hop on and give your thoughts and everything. That is the intention that I have for you guys today, but I want to go ahead and go through the review, and then I'll take a few of you guys before I close out the overall show. Okay, so let me see who we got over here in the chat. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining me. What's up, Mrs. Wilson? Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Hey, Lady J, rooted with love wellness. What's going on, honey? Hey, KB, what is up? What is up? What pulls my teeth? What's going on? Okay, not apartments available, New York City, honey. What's going on? AO, damage control is the perfect title for her show because that is what it is. However, it's blowing up in her face. Yikes. What's up, David? What's going on? Talk a lot, Ross. There we go. What's up? Hey, Kimberly. How is everybody doing? Marathon Blue, what's up? I hope everybody is doing great, honey, because we're about to go ahead and get into some things. All right, we're gonna get into a few things now. Oh, I want to say this, and I'm probably going to say it again as more people come on. I'm open to having you guys on the lives, you know, give your viewpoints, give your thoughts and stuff regarding the show and everything. It's not something that I think I'm gonna do all of the time. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, maybe occasionally, I mean, if I'm in the mood to do it on next week, then I'll do it next week. But I'll gauge it off my mood. I like to do a lot of stuff off of my mood. If it ain't in my mood, it ain't in my mood. If it is, it is. Okay. So we'll go from there. But I did have a great time. And I hope you guys that got a chance to catch that review also had a good time. So let's go ahead and hop right on in this thing. What's up, in my opinion? Justina, just being honest, what's going on? All right, so Porsha family matters. I just want to make a disclaimer. I'm only here for Dennis. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I feel like I'm only here for Dennis. I kind of feel bad for Porsha's sister and her mom because they are in a tough spot. It's like they don't agree with what's happening because, and I don't think it's so much as the husband situation. Honestly, I feel like it's just because of how soon and how quick Porsha moves. I think they don't agree with that part of it, but at the same time, they want to be there to support her because sometimes when you have family members out here doing whatever it is they want to do, even if the choices are poor, you still want to kind of show support because you don't want them to like shut down and not be open and share with you and stuff like that. So I feel that her mom and her sister is conflicted, you know what I'm saying? And I really feel bad for Lauren the most because Lauren is really holding her sister down. I want to say as she should, but your sister got you looking foolish the same way Simon and Porsha got each other looking foolish when they say one word in the confessional and then the other person says something the opposite. So it's looking a little shaky. And for me, I'm feeling like you guys already aren't even on one accord now, but you're trying to move forward and secure a marriage. Okay, that's your life. Live it, girl, because your family matters. But let's get into it. So Porsha opens up the show by saying that shortly after she and Dennis broke up a couple of months later, she and Simon met. Highly interesting. I know there are a lot of Porsha faves out there, but y'all listen, it's kind of hard to just always go up, right? I want to know from the Porsha people for real, like, do y'all feel like it's always hard to kind of go up for her at times? Because it's not adding up. Like, one minute she say, oh, I met him through Dennis, and then we find out that you met him after. You know what I'm saying? And then it was, oh, well, my homegirl hooked us up. Like, I'm confused, okay? It ain't, the math ain't, it's not calculating appropriately over here. I don't know what calculator I have. I don't know if I'm in the wrong calendar, girl. I don't know if I'm in the Chinese calendar or what is going on, but it's not in alignment with what we got over here in America. Okay, so there's that. Simon says that them getting engaged too fast is no one's business. Yet you hopped on this show, but it ain't nobody business. Oh, girl, I can't. Well, if you want to blame anybody, baby, you need to blame Dennis, because Dennis was the one that let the cat out the bag. Remember when they took that picture and they posted it, and then Dennis said, congrats, P, I'm proud of you. And then that's when all of the drama started to spill out. And it was like, oh, what just happened? Oh my God. Because I remember being in full denial. I was like, Porsha wouldn't do no miss like that. Girl, bye. Girl, I was wrong. and look dumb as hell while I was doing it. But let's keep going. Simon and Porsha say that they were just waiting on a signature on the divorce decree. I didn't really like his wording because I felt like, yo, bruh, it sounded like you trying to make it seem like you was waiting on Fallon to sign on papers. And I don't think that was the case. I think that it could have been the judge that maybe he was waiting on. But remember, when the court records were shown around YouTube, it was like they were Simon and what's Miss Fallon were supposed to be finalizing things now. So I guess they gave them like a mediation period or something. I don't know what could have happened to where it got rushed and went ahead and, you know, got resolved during the month of May. So this whole story of we got engaged on Thursday and then turn around on Friday, we thought he was going to get divorced. Porsha, please stop playing into people's face. Girl, if that was the case, he should have just waited. I think he should have just waited. If you was gonna propose to you should have just waited to the dotted line and everything was signed. And I also feel like that would have gave y'all more time to be together as well. You know what I'm saying? But it was what it was. What else? Oh yeah, y'all leaving out the fact that he was out here dating somebody else, right? I ain't like that. Like, girl, y'all leaving out the fact that he was out here, you know, spending time with the white girl and stuff. But I guess that's not a part of her story. So let's move on. Okay, Simon says all they were waiting on was for the stroke of a pen. No, I think I already read that part. So if y'all got engaged on a Thursday, I talked about that. I feel like Porsha, you're gorgeous, you're successful, but you're a motherfucking liar. I'm sorry, I do feel like Porsha's a liar. You and your father of a husband are both liars and not even on the same page. What else? Oh, this is what else really struck me as Porsha not being honest was the way that Porsha kept looking at the ground in the confessionals. It was a way that she couldn't even look these people in their eyes as she told her lies. I was like, okay, Porsha, it's out here now. You know what I'm saying? It's out here now. And your fans haven't really gone anywhere, to be honest. People still, you know, go up for you. They still love you. They still support you. So you might as well just let it be what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because, girl, I mean, home record or not, the name is stamped to you at this point. What else happened? So Porsha and Simon out here house hunting. She don't want to stay in the same house as the lady who she took him from before. Okay, she don't want to live in that house. And the same thing for him. She had Dennis in the house. He ain't trying to live in there with her if Dennis had already been in that house, okay? So he's willing to go out and find them a whole new home. Porsha says that she met Simon because he DM'd her. See, this is where it's not adding up for me. She says that he DM'd her and then she says, that's what I think. She said, yeah, he DM me, at least that's what I think. But let me know if he's telling y'all something different. I'm like, you should know this. It's not about that's what you think. Did he DM you or he did not DM you? Which one is it? So what else happened? Simon then puts it off on Porsha and says that she DM'd him after he announced that he and Fallon were getting a divorce. I don't believe neither one of them. I'm sorry. They need more people. I don't. Okay, I don't believe it. Porsha says that at one point she said that Shamia was the person that hooked them up, right? Shamia played matchmaker. And that was like back in January or something when Shamia and I think Simon and them all went on like a couple trip or something ended up taking place. So I can't, it's so many lies. It's so many stories. It's so much going on. What else? I do feel like they probably have been messing around for some time. I do. I think they've been together for quite some time. Simon says he appreciated Porsha reaching out to him and checking up on him. Girl, bye. This is what I said. See, for me, this is why Porsha can't get a pass with me because you were forming a friendship with this woman and then started plotting on her man. Now, if this was Kenya, y'all would have drug Kenya all the way to a whole new galaxy and then drug her back and then took her back out there to that galaxy if this was something that Kenya Moore would have done. I'm hollering. Okay. They check out their first property and Porsha likes she said what would I say? Oh, she likes it, but she doesn't want it to be so much open space because of course they have how many children? They have 6, okay? He has 5, she has 1. This is hard to sit with because Porsha is gorgeous, period. There's no denying that. Porsha is successful. And it's just confusing as to she could have anybody that she wants, anyone. it's just interesting to see that she chose someone that has 5 children and has already been divorced 4 times. You know what I'm saying? It's not adding up for me, and it makes me feel like Porsha is still not self-aware, because you would also be aware of how you move and operate when it comes to relationships. You like to jump and dive in. So not only are you jumping and diving into this situation, but you're not even paying attention to the fact that this man he's divorced this many times and he got all these kids, and you were familiar with the last girl. You could have, girl, I was gonna say you could have found out information about him if you would have befriended her, but girl, you already befriended her. Then to come in, girl, it didn't make no sense, but okay. What else? I feel like her mama does not condone this, but at the same time, like I told y'all earlier, her mama wants to support her child either way it go. Porsha says that she wants a house like the one they got that they rented out in Puerto Rico. That's what she wanted. She also wants more kids with this man. I said, Porsha, why? I wasn't sure if Porsha wanted more kids or not, because remember, Porsha, she had a really rough pregnancy with Pilar. So I wasn't sure if she was willing to go back down that road again. But I guess different strokes, different folks, different men bring different things out of you. So now she's looking to expand the family even more. And I'm just like, I don't like that, but okay. She's also considering moving to Atlanta. She did not want to do that with Dennis at all. And maybe it's because if she does that with Simon, then it's gonna be solely him. She probably ain't gonna have to pay no bills or nothing. Whereas with Dennis, maybe they were gonna have to go half on some things. I don't know. But with Simon, he was gonna foot the bill. Like, girl, I don't know. What else? Dennis comes over to see his daughter. I thought that was so cute because the way she jumped up and like, Daddy, and she ran to the door. I thought that was cute because for a long time, I haven't even seen Pilar smile, let alone say a word, honey. So that right there meant a lot to me to see this little girl. I was like, oh, she loved her daddy, honey. I love to see it. Porsha's mom is at the house. And so when she get there, Dennis asking, like, what island is Porsha on today? I'm screaming. Her mom told him how she and Simon are out looking for houses. Messy, honey. Dennis goes to the confessional and says they broke up in July of 2020. She asked for her ring back during Christmas of 2020. So if she asked for her ring back, that makes me feel like they probably was still messing around within that time frame. Then next thing you know, he finds out that she's engaged shortly thereafter. Well, a few months later is what they saying. And I just felt like it gave me pick me. That's what it was giving me. It was definitely giving me pick me. Porsha tells Simon she has to talk to Dennis about them moving in together, even though he knows that it'll happen at some point because they're engaged. But they're having a party, but he can't bring a date. And I'm like, you having a party, but Dennis can't bring a date? And I'm just like, Porsha, if you're not over your baby daddy and you and Simon got engaged to each other to get back at both of y'all exes, then just say that. Let us know that part. Just say that, because that's how it's coming off to me. Dennis did not like the fact that she told him that he can't bring a date. Porsha says if it's someone he wants to bring like around her daughter, then she's fine with him bringing a date. But if it's someone he just met off the street, then no. I said, BIT, so you gonna sit up here and act like you ain't just jump into a relationship yourself, that you about to bring this man around your child? Allegedly, you saying that you just jumped into this relationship with this man. That's not fair. You don't even know this man and you just jump, hop, skip into a engagement. That's so he can be around Dennis's child, but the woman that he may be dating can't. Okay, Porsha. I said that this is so funny and hypocritical of Porsha because you are confirming that you've been messing with Simon longer because you literally plucked that man from the curb and then gonna lie and say that you already knew Simon because he and Dennis worked together. Now, remember, she did say that a while back that, I met Simon through Dennis or whatever like that because they were colleagues or something like that. So the story has changed so many times. One minute you met him through Dennis, one minute you met him through Fallon, one minute you hopped in his DMs, one minute he hops in your DMs. 1 minute you got Shamia being the one that's the matchmaker. Girl, let's keep moving. Dennis says that sometimes people can't take what they dish out, and I agree. Simon tells her that Dennis should be allowed to bring someone. She says that he can bring a homeboy. Father Dennis, I'm over here screaming because I'm like, can't you see that this woman is not over her ex? What woman that's engaged gonna allow her ex or what, the father of her child, allow them to come to an event and then sit up there and say, oh, well, you can't bring nobody? They clearly are not over this person. What else? Father Dennis says that she's blinded by the history and lack of trust, but none of that should matter when she already engaged to you and it's a party. None of that should matter. Talking about she blinded by the history and trust. Why is she worried about trusting somebody that she's not with? And we just talking about a party. That don't even make sense. So we get to Porsha's party. Porsha was asked about being in public with Simon, or I guess going public with Simon, and she says her people know what's up, but social media, we the ones that's brutal as hell when it comes to her. Okay, Simon is paying for her party, and Lauren is the one that's managing it, but she has her good cousin, Londi. I believe that's her name. I think I'm gonna like her. I think I'm gonna like Londi. I hope I said her name right. Because I feel like she got sense. So I think I may like her. Simon made a B-Day post, right? Which showed off proof that they had been together with each other much longer. Because for me, when you say that you met him 2 weeks ago, I refuse to believe that y'all went to that many places in 2 weeks. I just refuse to believe, but okay. What else? Her mom doesn't seem to be too sold about this, as I've mentioned. Now, Lauren talks with Londi, and she says that she doesn't like that Simon released those pics either because there is backlash that comes with it. I'm like, girl, not only is it backlash that comes with it, I feel like it's also adjusting of the timeline. Literally, you got people moving stuff around on the boards, girl. It's giving Soul Train scramble. Okay, we trying to reorder the thing and just put it, okay, so this happened on this day, and then we got this over here. Like, girl, that's what it's given to us, girl. We trying to figure this out. I feel like Simon is a calculated man, and he knows what he is doing. He did that to get back at Fallon, in my opinion. The way he posted it, oh, you know, happy birthday, and and all these pictures. I felt like he was doing that in a sense to kind of get back at Fallon, like, nanny boo boo, I'm taking one of your cast fates, whatever. So that's what I was taking from it. Simon joined Lauren and Lundy, and Lauren said that she felt awkward because she ain't never been around Simon without Porsha. I said, girl, I would have felt awkward too. Well, I would have felt awkward around Porsha and without Porsha. But that's her husband, girl. She stick with Simon. So Simon took gifts to Porsha earlier that day and says that he knows his girl and what she likes. I said, for me, when I hear this, for me, it's giving more confirmation that you've been dating her longer than what you've said that you have. Because I don't think no man knows her like that in 2 weeks. But let's keep going. But that's just me, girl. We're gonna talk. What else? Porsha and her mom. Okay, so Porsha is still bothered by the post because she's getting drugged on social media. Porsha says that she talked to him about it. Porsha was bothered with Simon because he don't really give a fuck, right? And that made me feel away a little bit because a lot of dudes that Porsha end up getting with, when she's irritated or bothered or affected by something, all of them take the same stance of not giving a fuck. It's like her feelings don't even matter, which makes me feel like a lot of times they just have her on their arm for arm candy. And it's like, you don't matter. Just be quiet, sit there, look cute or whatever. I don't care how you feel. This is about me. And maybe I'm the only person that get that, but that's what it made me. That's what came to my mind when I saw that or when I heard that. Porsha wants him to get approval before he posts anything regarding her. Porsha speaking with her mom, and she is struggling to cry, in my opinion. Okay, she's saying that she has anxiety about this, and I'm just like, but according to Dennis, you was the one that was ready to jump to take the photo and put it out there and let everybody know that you was engaged and you with this man, and then I guess you thought it was gonna be a praise moment, and it ended up backfiring on you. All right. What else? I felt like, Porsha, go ahead and get your Kleenex, to be honest, because I feel like this won't be the first time that you'll be up here crying. Okay, I feel like he's gonna do something else and you're gonna be up here tearing up. Because once again, that's what Simon gives me, a calculated individual. And I think that he may take pride, somewhat of joy in seeing the other person, you know what I'm saying, hurt. But that's only when he probably doesn't care about you anymore. Another thing, Mama Porsha look good. Period. I don't care what nobody say. Miss Ma'am looks good. I say, you better come on, Miss Mama Porsha. Okay, trying to be like you, girl. She looks good. So Dennis donated a bus to Porsha for her birthday. I said, who? Who? I want to donate a mother thing when you done set up here and got engaged to this man. Now, how far out was the reservations made? Because it would have got canceled. Let him get your bus. Ooh, and then when she got the donated bus, something fell out of it. Some I don't know if it was a speaker or something fell from the top. And she was like, but this is Dennis' bus. Girl, don't be trying to SHI on Dennis. When you sat up there on your show talking about it didn't take much, he looked cute, he had some money, and your legs just kept going like this and like this and like, don't be trying to downplay Dennis. Don't do that. What else ended up happening? Porsha party looks like it was a very small party and it was really intimate. Okay, now Drew of Real Housewives of Atlanta arrived, and I was like, not Drew arriving being supportive when you didn't sat up here and call somebody else a Delilah spirit. Is that what she said? A Delilah spirit? And then gonna sit up there and say, hi, nice to meet you. I don't need to know the details or anything. Please don't tell me the details because, you know, I'm all about a Delilah spirit. I'm being drunk enough on social media. I don't need to be added into what you guys have going on. So I would prefer if you didn't tell me a damn thing. As long as she's happy, as long as she's good, we see each other. I have nothing. All I wrote, and this could change. This could change. But what I wrote is, Drew, we on your ass come Real Housewives of Atlanta season. Okay? We on your ass, man. Understand that we on your ass, girl. You know, when I was like, girl, you didn't even have to say that piece. You know, because I'm sure there have been friends that they probably didn't condone that they homegirl was like messing with a married man or whatever. But they probably didn't say, as long as she's happy, we're good. They probably was like, oh, okay, what's up? Nice to meet you. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sit over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, you ain't even have to add all that extra stuff in there. But you did. So we on your ass, girl. And you better hope that you don't do nothing wrong so we could be on your side. But I think we going to be on your ass come Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what, girl? I was like, Drew, send Drew back out the door. Send Drew back out the door, girl. So Porsha pulled Simon aside to speak on the B-Day post because y'all know she's not happy about it. She's really disappointed. Okay, he immediately says that he didn't mean to do it. Shut up. You did. You did. Why would you say, I didn't mean to do it, but, you know, my true emotions, they should not be censored. And I just like, well, damn, what did you mean you didn't mean to do it, but then turn around and say that your true emotions should not have to be censored? Hold on, y'all. I'm really trying to make that hold on. I didn't mean to do it. But my true emotions should not be censored. That still gave me, I hear what you're saying, but I don't give a fuck. What? Was it me? Girl, you got a long road ahead of you, Miss Porsha, girl. And you just got a long road ahead of you. And I do feel like with a lot of the guys Porsha has brought on to Real Housewives of Atlanta, I feel like people saw where the relationship was going to go way ahead of time, right? I feel like we all knew how this story was going to end for a lot of them. We were hoping that it would be different with Dennis, considering the fact that she did, you know, get pregnant by him and have a child. So we were hoping that it would be a little different. But I think a lot of us already knew she was not going to make it to that, you know, official wedding place, right? So I feel like we're at the same place with Simon, where it's like we kind of already see where this story will end. You know what I'm saying? So, or how it's going to end. Those are my thoughts, but I'm looking forward to hearing what y'all got to say. Okay, so Marathon Blue said it's giving gaslighting. Okay, so it wasn't just me. I was like, oh, what? How you just, okay, we here. So what else? Simon says it's something that you've already put out or talked about. Ooh, I said, no, he didn't. And that gives you a right to go and add more photos or do what you gonna do. And I feel like Porsha already talked to him about this and he knew this. So again, he did not make it about her. It was about him. And I feel like it was about him getting back at Fallon. What else? I feel like Simon also, we gonna see how this play out because y'all know how shows change, you know, how it starts at the top of the season or whatever may not be how it ends. But the first thing I got is Simon is going to be your biggest enemy in this relationship. I just believe that. I think he's going to be her biggest enemy in that relationship. Simon says that he will respect her feelings and he will be careful. I don't think Simon ended up being careful after that because what did we end up seeing? At a later point in the show, we see where he reposted her talking about some hashtag mine. So you ended up getting with the SHI. So it's like, Simon, Anyway, girl, let's keep going. So Porsha and Simon's dinner. So they speak on family, and he talked about how his granddaddy had like 25 wives. I said, not 25, no. And then his daddy only had 2. And I'm like, well, how many you think you're trying to do? Well, you didn't already have 4. He didn't already have 4, but not all at the same time, right? So he says it's normal, and says that the women, says the women from his country allows a man to have a side BIT, but also they get together and make sure that there won't be a third. Where was the beginning part of this conversation? Because I need to understand, why did this even come into play? Why did this come into play? Porsha says, oh, well, I won't be that woman. And then she asked him if he's ever cheated before. And I'm like, with you? Like, why is we? Okay. So then he says that he didn't cheat, and says his marriage with Fallon was a turning point for him. Girl, I don't even know how to take that part. I don't even know how to take that piece of it. I don't believe him. So she tells him about him wanting a relationship with his daughter. Tells him about Dennis wanting a relationship with his daughter because I guess his dad wasn't in his life, so he wants to be there for the daughter. She also says that she thinks that Simon and Dennis should talk, and this is very interesting to me because, again, Porsha, you said out of your mouth that you met this man through Dennis, and then now we're learning that they don't even got no relationship. They don't even know each other like that. So then, what else? Simon says that he can take Dennis. No, he says Dennis can take him in doses because he swooped in on Porsha and Porsha says, you act like you just took his family. He said, well, then I know how he felt, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And then he goes on to say in the confessional that if he can, if he and Porsha were not co-parenting, he says that he and Dennis really wouldn't have anything in common. They wouldn't have anything to talk about. Like, it's just nothing. And I was like, yikes. And for me, this was giving Dennis thinking that it was giving an elitist attitude for me, like thinking that he was better than, I'm sorry, not Dennis. It was given that Simon was thinking that he was better than Dennis. That's what it was given. I was like, not you, honey, because you know the people that rise can also fall, right? You need to cool it down. So then Porsha is having a cookout at her house. Lundy tells Porsha about Dennis just hitting up his good sis Lauren, which happens to be Porsha's sister. Lauren and Dennis have bonded over in my opinion, I feel like Lauren and Dennis have bonded over the BS of Simon and Porsha, period. That's why they hang out so much, okay? They speak on Dennis probably having an ego and how he commented on her post, which made Simon then go and comment on a lot of her posts and then repost her talking about some mine because Dennis had said something on her page like, oh, you looking good, Porsha. I almost forgot you was engaged or whatever like that, right? So Simon didn't like that. What else happened? Porsha opens up about Dennis learning about the engagement. She said that she got engaged, and then the next morning she ended up calling Dennis to, did I say Dennis? Oh, Porsha and Simon ended up getting engaged, and she called Dennis the next morning to let him know, like, hey, this is what's going on. Porsha lies. Porsha lies and says that they were talking for a month, but then told America at another time that they've known each other for 2 weeks. It's like, bruh, y'all gotta be careful, man. Be careful in these streets. Dennis and Lauren. So she says that she was on the trip when they got engaged. Dennis asked if she thinks that's cool, right? So Lauren was on the trip with Porsha and Simon when they got engaged or whatever. And Dennis said, oh, so you think that's cool? And she said, what's your issue? Because see, she didn't want to answer that question. She was like, what's your issue? Dennis says that he wants her to be happy, especially with them having a kid. Like, that's first things first. I want her to be good. So then Dennis says, in regards to the post on her page, I was just joking about that, number one. Dennis is confused about them dating for 2 weeks. And Lauren pauses, so he asked her, like, so they only known each other for 2 weeks? Like, what's that? Did you notice how she paused? She took a pause. And then she confirms the lies. And she was like, yeah. I'm like, girl, Lauren, you're not good at this. So Dennis asked, is it the money? I'm hollering. I'm like, Dennis, Dennis is the mouthpiece for a lot of people that are confused. And Lauren says she has her own money. I mean, no. Why can't she just like him to like him? I'm like, girl, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out, child. So Dennis says it's not adding up and says it looks like she took somebody's man and he doesn't care about the real story because he focused on how it looks. Facts. Everybody's focused on how it looks. Nobody really cares about the real story because we think we know the real story. I had been seeing each other, girl. So he told her that she should have stepped in. And Lauren says that she did step in and may have done too much. So it was in this moment we learned, as much as Lauren was trying to be careful, she actually does not condone of the engagement between Simon and Porsha. So Dennis planned a Mother's Day event, and she ended up telling him about the engagement. Okay, so Dennis ended up planning this Mother's Day event or whatever for Miss Porsha, his mama, the mamas, whatever. But had he known she was engaged, he would have never threw it. And I don't blame Dennis, not 1%. I mean, not at all. Because if you got this man that you think so highly of that you would just jump into an engagement within 2 weeks, let him plan everything. Hell, he planned your birthday party, so let him plan the rest. Go on, have a great time. What else happened? Dennis says it was Porsha's idea to take a group pic. So when they started talking about the group pic at the brunch, Simon ended up coming, which I think is unfair because if he's doing a brunch for the wives, for the mothers, why is you even bringing Simon? But then when it comes to your party and it's Dennis's turn, you won't allow him to bring somebody to the. I was like, I guess Porsha, that is so unfair. So Dennis, he said he did not like the tattoo stuff because we learned that, girl, Porsha has a tattoo matching Dennis's back here, and she got another one for Simon's middle name over here. And I'm just like, girl, tat it up. But Porsha was right though. Like, Dennis, you can't say nothing to me with all these ladies tattoos you got all over your body, to be honest. Like, you can't tell me nothing, baby. I'm gonna do what I want to do on this skin. What else? I want to know, Porsha, who cleared these scenes? Who cleared these scenes? Because this first episode had you looking foolish. Did you clear these scenes? Dennis says that he isn't coming because he can't bring a date. So when it comes to a party or whatever Porsha's have, he said he's not coming, he can't bring a date. And says that the reason Porsha won't allow him to bring a date is because he feels that she still loves him. I believe this, even though Porsha told Wendy that she has absolutely no romantic feelings towards him. And I'm like, you have to. Especially if you moved as fast as you did with old boy, girl, you have feelings. What else? Dennis says Lauren needs to make sure all is good with Porsha because she moves very fast and she crashes very hard. And I said, Dennis, you better know what it is you talking about, in my opinion. That's what I think. I felt like he had a point. Okay, now, is there anyone that would like to hop into? Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the link for any of you guys that might want to hop on. In the meantime, I'll probably just check out some comments and stuff, but let me go ahead and drop this link for you guys that may want to hop on and chit chat about the show, honey. So there's the link. Okay, Ben Travius says that Porsha still loves Dennis. I believe that too. I believe that too. Hopefully they've created an arc where this some sort of redemption as the season progresses, and it might be. We'll see. Because at the end of the day, can't do nothing about it. Can only move forward because if they end up being, they're gonna be married. Like if that really happens, it's gonna be our husband, and it's like whatever happened in the past, and eventually people are gonna have to let it, fly. Porsha wanted Dennis to marry her. She did, and he didn't. Porsha's motive was to make Dennis jealous. This ain't nothing but a bunch of tit for tat from all parties. They are way too old. That's what I was getting from it. I feel like they both was trying to make their exes, jealous or whatnot. I think Porsha loves Dennis only with the Simon. What? I think Porsha loves Dennis and only with Simon because she can actually profit from being with him, possibly. But I don't know. And the reason why I say that is because she might be able to profit, but I feel like Porsha don't need him for real. So that's why I'm a little confused. I got you, KP. I see you down there. I'm gonna add you just a second. I feel like Porsha don't really need him, so I don't even understand why she with him. Obviously, I guess she thinks that he does have more money than her. I'm trying to remember what else I was going to say about this. I was going to mention that when it came down to Fallon and her situation, Fallon I don't even think she really got anything out of the deal aside from the house that they sold. So she ain't really getting it. So I wonder how Porsha gonna write up this prenup, because Porsha got money too. And I do feel like she'll be I ain't gonna say that, because I feel like she could potentially be a fool regardless of who she marries, because she gonna end up being super successful. You know what I'm saying? As she is, she's only gonna likely get bigger. But let me go ahead and add KP to the thing so we can go ahead and chit chat. What's going on, KP? How are you?
Hey, Jamie, how are you? I'm good. Hold on, let me find a light, girl. I didn't know you was gonna pick me. I'm sitting up here in the dark.
It's all good. It's all good, honey.
Let me get a little light going on in here. First of all, I love all y'all little channels. I love everything. I
Thank
love
you.
Ladies Night, everything. Just I love all y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Girl, this show was a
What
hot
you got?
mess. I just want to say that this show was a hot mess. Like
Okay.
Portia's a beautiful disaster. She's gonna land on her feet regardless. Like no matter what
Mm-hmm.
happens, she's still because people just like Porsha. No matter what
Mm-hmm.
she do, people just like her. If Kenya would have did the
True.
same thing, nobody be watching. Kenya wouldn't even have a show to watch. So people just like
Not
Porsha.
at all.
So, but
That's
they
very
they
true.
have no chemistry. I was looking at that show like, ooh, she has no chemistry with that man.
She doesn't. It's awkward. And I feel like it's being forced on us. Like, y'all really want us to get into this. But I do feel like I said a few minutes ago, like, I mean, over time, we just gonna forget about it and just go, okay, they're gonna Porsha and Simon, child. We just gonna go on to the next thing, honey.
I think she pulled the
It's
trigger
like,
too quick on this, and I think she really thought she was gonna get her Coming to America ending.
I think so. And I want Porsha to be happy. I think everybody deserves to be in love and be happy and stuff like that. But I still let's take away for me. Let's take away the whole Fallon situation. Like, let's remove that. I feel like I feel like he was kind of like being manipulative. And like I think it was Marathon Blue mentioned with the gaslighting and stuff, like she's telling you what concerns her, what bothers her, and it's like you're not listening, you're not taking heed to it. And I feel like she's not self-aware, because if she was, she would notice those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And then you know what else? It's like I said, all guys have done this to her, where it's like, you don't matter. And I wanted her to be able to take a step back and really realize what she didn't like in some relationships versus what she likes and what she's looking forward to, as she moves and continues to date. But she ain't give herself enough time, child. So it looks like it's about the money for me, honey. That's what I
He's
got.
also setting her up to be a side chick. Like I dated a
You think?
Muslim,
Uh-huh.
and they will tell you exactly who they are without telling you who they are. If they
Mm,
say, "Oh yeah, I've cheated," "Oh yeah, my father's done this and done that," they're setting you up so that if something happens, it's like, I mean, I told you this is where I came from. I told you this
mm.
is my culture. So he just basically set her up. Now, whether she would be a side chick or a main chick, but she's not going to be his last wife. I'm sorry, she's not.
Yeah, I don't think
If
so.
she makes it to the wife. I don't even think. I think this show is gonna end them. I think it's exactly what Dennis said. This
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, I know she did this for a bag. Why she quit all her jobs, I have no idea. But she'll get them back because people just like her. That's all. Some people
Yeah,
are
I mean,
just
she
likable.
like true. She is likable. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I have my ups and downs with Porsha, but for the most part,
Yeah.
I like Porsha, but I want to see her do better. I don't like this situation for her.
Yeah,
I would like to see her.
this is not a good look. And I know she got money. Lauren said she got money, but she don't have the type of money that she wants. She ain't got that Beverly Hills, that Real Housewife of Beverly Hills money. That's the money she want. She don't want to
Mm,
be no 500,000, $1 million. She want that
that
next level money.
bad, baby. Okay,
Right.
she
She
don't even
want
want
that
no bag. She want
money.
that luggage. She want
Right.
that suitcase
So
on
that's the
bag.
difference. Like, yeah, she got a cute little coin, but she still gotta work. She had to work
Mm,
to get all that money. If she marries somebody that's got all of that, she don't have to do nothing. She don't have to do all
mm,
this extra stuff.
true.
So
Gotcha. Well, we appreciate your thoughts, Miss KP. Let me get to
thank
Trey and
you.
Travis. Thanks for hopping on.
Appreciate you.
All right. What you got for us, Trey? How y'all feeling?
Hey, Miss Jamie, how you doing tonight?
And good. How are you?
I'm well. I love your content. But
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
get right into it. Because I got a lot to say, but I want to keep it brief because I know you got other people. I love Porsha. Let me start off by saying that I do love Porsha. Because I think she is, you know. really coming into herself as a businesswoman, as just everything that she wants to be, as she said on, the commercial. And I will say that it is going to be a commercial because I can't really see us getting into Porsha's friends and family for seasons to come, honestly. This season may be entertaining for what it is, and really I'm not even interested in the story anymore, but I'm gonna watch it because it's Porsha.
Yeah.
It's just not giving what it needs to give for seasons to come. So it is a commercial, as Nene said, or whoever said that. So I'm gonna leave that there. Secondly, I'm gonna say that Porsha does still love Dennis because at the end of the day, that's all she wanted to talk about on this first episode. I mean, all I really heard come out of her mouth was Dennis and the hot dog man. So at the end of the day, I can just tell based off of that, her and Simon, no, the chemistry is not there. It's given very transactional on both parties. I don't think Porsha is in it for the bag. I do think Porsha is a hopeless romantic just based off her past being with her ex-husband, being with Dennis, being with the football player on the Housewives she had. Then she was with another guy on the Housewives she had.
Yeah.
She had a lot of guys since her husband, Cordell, whatever his name was. But I do feel like that marriage taught her not to stay in the toxic relationship because he did her so bad. So I do commend her for getting out of it. And I don't, label her a whore or whatever, because as a woman, as a man, whatever, you should be able to date freely, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, as long as you're not harming anybody else or taking people's husbands. I think you should be able to do whatever you would like. So I think she's just trying to find somebody who truly loves her. Now, she did snatch that man up. Because Porsha, why was you in his inbox talking about something you sorry for the divorce? Porsha Luther King. Bye. And Jamie, I'm gonna end it on that note. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, honey. Bye. Have a good night.
You're welcome.
All right, Travis, what you got going on?
Hey, bitch.
Hey, man.
Oh my God. Well, first, I want to say I love you so much. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Like, I watch all your videos. I'm loyal, girl. I'm loyal. I don't know
Thank
what you call
you.
your fans, but I'm that. I'm that.
I haven't even come up with nothing yet. Y'all gonna have to help me come up with what I call you guys. Call my stubbies. I don't know what to call y'all. Y'all just drop some
Whatever it is, I'm gonna
suggestions.
be like, that's what I'm gonna be. Girl, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have the cable. So I haven't watched the Porsche.
That's fine. You ain't the only one.
And like I could get it, I could get it on little YouTube TV, whatever these little stream. But I'm like, Porsche is not that interested to me, for me to get it. But I do have something to say because just like when the news came out, I just remembering this man, like there's something about him that just give me clout chaser. And we know Portia's a gold digger. She loves the money. People act like this is unknown. Like I remember one season they were talking, Claudia was on there. And it was like she was dating a married man and she had somehow got a Rolls Royce from all that. All that. Like she loves money. She's in it for the bag. Clearly, that's what that is. And he's in it for the cloud. So they're a perfect match. It's not gonna last. I don't see this going past 2023. When this TV show is done, everything is done instead. They make all their money, everything that they can make from it. This man is out there. He's known. Either he gonna walk away because he got what he wants, and or Portia gonna be like gone, walk away, or go back to Dennis because it just seemed like the chemistry with her and Dennis is more there than with this man. They don't look like they in it. Really, they don't look lovey-dovey. I mean, Kenya and what's that man with the
Mark.
piercing? They look like they was more, for it than they do. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's just me. There's something about Portia and this man that just gives me a business, like adventure. Like some kind of contract was made. This what we gonna do. This how we gonna do it, and we gonna get some money out of it. That's it. Money, and he gonna get clout because he don't need the coins apparently, or maybe he do. I don't know. But
Mhm.
it's transactional. It ain't
It is.
real. They not fooling nobody. This show is just like embarrassing Portia. Like I just hope she got two legs to stand on after it's all said and done because it's so embarrassing. I would have never. Mm-mm.
I feel like she might have two legs to stand on. I feel like she might return to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she just needed a break. I think she wanted to possibly control the narrative
I mean, if
of
the show
this
still
thing.
exists, she gonna leave at Real Housewives of Atlanta. And they got the track star on there. I don't know if there's a show for her to come back to.
What? Yeah, that's something to think about after we watch the season. But I feel like she Portia though, like Nene. Remember how Nene was able to leave and then she came back? That's why I was thinking like Portia
Yeah,
can leave and then possibly come back. They gonna
but you
bump the
know,
other
with
girls
what's going
down.
on with the season now, I feel like it's not a lot going on. So Atlanta might
Mhm.
very well flop, and they might cancel it. So you know, her leaving might have been a big mistake
That would suck.
for that
Hmm.
season.
Let us pray, child. I
We
pray it
got
gives.
we
We'll
got to
see.
pray. I need my Atlanta to come back. I'll put my cable back on for that. If
I know
Portia
that's
on it,
real.
because I need Kenya and Portia to really this be a real mess right there for Kenya and Portia to go at it because they be going at it for years and I don't even know what it is no more. But this would be some juicy shit because I know Kenya gonna bring Fallon on the show when Portia come back.
Woo! That would be me. Fallon to have her baby. She engaged. Fallon at this point should go ahead and sell on and go about her business. That's what I think.
I just feel
But
like
I
Kenya will do
thank
some
you.
messy stuff. But thank you for having me
Thank
on
you,
here.
love.
Thank you. I love
Thanks for
you.
joining. Love
Yeah.
you back.
Bye. I'm
Okay.
gonna let you go to the other people.
All right, honey. Have a good night. All right. Say it ain't so. How are you?
I am good. How about yourself?
I'm good. What's going on? What's on your mind?
Like everyone else said, there's
Mhm.
absolutely no chemistry. There's nothing. It just seems so forced. Ugh. Like the last caller said, it seems
Mhm.
transactional. Now, my
Ooh.
whole thing was Shamia. You said that Shamia was the hookup, but nowhere did you mention Shamia. Everything was about DMs. Who DM who first?
Right. That's a good question. Because she said she was the hookup on one of those posts. She was like a good matchmaker or something under one of Shamia's posts. So that's
Right.
interesting. They told us like five different things. They gave us like five different stories about how they met. I'm still confused. It makes you exhausted at this point. Like, girl, okay. We know we're not gonna
Yeah.
get the facts.
Hmm. And another thing I noticed is that she is talking more about those sheets, those little 500 count sheets that she sells,
Mhm.
more than she's talking about this show. So I'm thinking, did she see something and she's like, oh my God, this is how this is going to make me look, but it's already going to come out, so let the chips fall where they may. Because if you have a show, you leave your bag at Real Housewives of Atlanta for it. Why are you not pushing it some more? I'm not seeing her going out, doing press tours, nothing for the show. Like, okay, so what is it?
Mm, I didn't even
If you
notice
leave
that.
your bag, yeah, if you leave your bag, Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was being paid over 1 million, I'm guessing, and you're
Hmm.
doing this show. Okay, so where's the press? Just a post on Instagram about the show coming up? Like, what is really going on? It doesn't add up to me.
Mm. Anybody have any answer for that? I'm trying to see in the comments. Have y'all seen her promote anywhere? I haven't seen it. I've seen her promote her book. You know, she got her book coming out, Pursuit of
Right.
Porsha. But yeah, she was on Watch What Happens Live. But I
Yeah, but
haven't
that was
seen
only last night. But previous to that, there was no
other posts.
ads or anything big about the show. And for Real Housewives, remember they go to different talk shows and
Mm-hmm.
all that. Okay, so if they're presenting it as Real Housewives of Atlanta, Porsha Family Matters, why wasn't she going on tour? Is it because she saw how it made her look and she was like, I'm not doing anything? It's coming out. Let the
You
chips
know,
fall where they may.
one of the commenters, shout out to Naturally Mars, she said that she's promoting the book. So when I see this comment, what comes to mind is that that's probably the positive part, right? That she wants to like promote that. Like she wants to get that out. She wants to sell. She's probably not thinking about the show because the show ain't showing her in the great light. So she probably just want to focus on promoting that book versus the show. She promote her book harder than the show. Yikes. And that's what I'm saying. I am Mimi
Yeah.
212. That's what I see. She probably doesn't want to also answer questions, and then the interview gets solely focused on her relationship with Simon than it is about the book pursuit of Porsha. So maybe she tries to keep it separate,
Or she
possibly.
want to add it. She don't want to add any more lies because
Ooh,
she
God.
know the media is gonna take it.
Ooh, Lord. Well, we thank you so much for your thoughts, Miss Say It Ain't So, because you done got us over here thinking. Thank you for hopping in. I'm gonna go ahead and hop to Miss Uniboom. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
Thank you, Jesus, girl. Because you know I will listen. Thank you so much. What's going on? What can you add tonight? What you got to say?
Hi, Miss Jamie.
Hi.
I was like, yeah, she's finally taking suggestion from her subscriber. I
Yeah.
wanted to do that for a long time. But okay, disclaimer, I do kinda sorta used to be a Porsche fan.
Okay.
Not trying to defend her tomfoolery. I'm just saying. I like her for like
Speak
her
your mind.
beauty, fun, attitude type of, stuff, like side, like, I'm like, oh, she's like the type of person, like, used to be the type of person that, I would, hang out with, just don't bring her around my man. But as we can see, we have two different men, so that won't be, a problem. So, but I'm just very disappointed at her because I feel like she can do so much better, but she chose to go to Grandpa Dennis. But like I say, it's either she's very, very smart or very, very dumb. And I'm just like, maybe she has something in the back pocket that maybe we're not privy to. Maybe she's using that as how you say, clout to sell her book, or maybe for like a bigger project. Or maybe she's just tired of working and she just want a, African prince or king or rich man to, support her lifestyle. But I just feel like it's kind of the wrong move. Or maybe they are using each other. We never know. It's just that the math is not mathing, and the optics, like she said, does look wrong. Cause you was at the lady house, even though you guys weren't friend, you were associate. And then you're gonna act like you didn't know the guy when you were at her house, popping and twerking in the pool. Then you were like, "Do I know you?" And then fist bump. It's like that was really shady. Like, why are we acting coy around the wife if behind her back you probably doing some things. But beside that, I just feel like she's moving the wrong direction for me or for some of us. Maybe for her, there's a bigger picture she's trying to achieve that we don't know about. I'm just gonna sit and see what's the outcome.
What's the outcome? I
But
don't
I'm
blame
definitely
you.
gonna watch the show because I like Ratchet TV since my life is I will live purely through her, to her show because it looks a mess. And Dennis surprised me. Like, I kind of like Dennis. He's shady and messy, and he asks the question that I would like to ask. Because if that was my friend, I would ask a million not like the surface question, like some real question about, are you doing this for money? Like, what do you find attractive to him beside money, if he have money? Because you can be put on a facade that you got money, but really you don't have money. So I would ask the real question. The fact that he's asking the real question and being real shady about it, I appreciate Dennis. Like, look at God, I actually like Dennis. Just a season ago, I was going up for her, like, yo, and then now I'm like, Dennis is not bad. At least
He's
when they're real.
Dennis isn't bad for the most part, because right now he's saying what a lot of us are thinking, but at the same time, it's like, Dennis, you wasn't doing right by Porsha either, sir. At the same time, it's like, now had you played your cards right, she wouldn't even be having to go through all this scrutiny and all this other stuff. So he's not bad. He's not bad in comparison to Simon in this situation at the moment. But if he ever gets that opportunity again to be back with her, I expect him to do what is right. You know what I'm saying? But Uniboo, I appreciate you so much for hopping in. I'm going to go ahead and get to I Am Mimi. And I think this may be the last person I take. Thank you so much for joining, Uniboo. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right, bye.
Hello, I Am Mimi. What's going on? Speak it, tell it. What's on your mind?
Hey, girl. How you doing?
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm such a big fan of yours, girl. I've been watching you since day one, since you started this thing. You doing your thing, and honestly, keep the content going. Honestly, keep that content pushing, because you have a fan base behind you, and we support you. But what I would say about Porsha real quick, first of all, Simon, he knows a lot of people out in Nigeria, and the people that he has connections with out there, they how can I say, they big money spenders out there. And with that being said, that's the reason why, I don't know if you know, Sheree and all of them, they've been going out to Africa and trying to get a piece of that pie that's out there. But mainly, I think she's with him for the reason because she could benefit off of a lot of connections that he has. And the person said earlier, she don't want to be, she got her money, but she trying to live, like they said, Beverly Hills type Real Housewives life. So she want to be in the upper echelon type of lifestyle. She's tired of living in Atlanta. She want to be around people that could elevate her into a higher status of position in life. So to me, hey, it's a profit for both of them, because I feel like he using her and she using him. He using her because he needs that clout more so, because she's gonna put him on a national scale on TV. Everybody's gonna see him. She using him because she know he got connections. So it's a win-win. But do I think it would last? No, it's not genuine. It's not built off of love. It's built off of schemes. So
yeah,
that ain't real.
I got you. Well, I appreciate you for coming in and sharing your thoughts. Thank you so much, I Am Mimi. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and remove you so I can close out the show. Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate it. Have a good night. All right, y'all. 1 second. Okay, great. I hope you guys enjoyed the review and the additional combo from the viewers. Okay, I don't think she wants that lifestyle for real. Porsha said she wanted to stay in her house. Okay, I mainly like Porsha because of her funny personality, but this is a horrible look. The likability is fading for me. I was pretty much disgusted the whole time. Yikes. All the Real Housewives of Atlanta ladies have said at one time or another that Porsha is all about Porsha and is not a girl's girl like she puts on for the camera. Ooh, child. Just Jamaica says, why are y'all disappointed in Porsha? This is who she's always been. She's always shown herself to be a liar, manipulative, and selfish. Look at how she did Candy after all Candy did for her. Ooh. And there's that. In Porsche defense, I will say Nigerian men move very fast. He probably proposed in the DM. Child, good night. Not in the DM. Jamie, I just want to say all of this is because Porsha was jealous of Shamia's life and she was low-key hating and didn't want to attend her wedding. So in return, she took the closest thing to Shamia's husband. You know what? I forgot Porsha didn't go to Shamia's wedding. Or did she didn't show up to some, was it the wedding she didn't go to? Or was it something else? It was something else it was something regarding the wedding. And Porsha was not trying to be there. All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Okay, I got one more person. Busy Blue, is you trying to hop on? Are you sure? Because if so, I will drop the link for just you, and then that's it. And let me know. If not, I'm about to close out. Okay, so she didn't want to go to any of the weddings. Okay, so it was the okay. Okay, y'all triggering me. Y'all reminding me. Okay, Porsha went to the wedding in America, but not the one in Africa. Okay. Or did she go to the bridal shower and not the wedding? All right, y'all. So that's it. I'm about to go ahead and close out. Listen, I thank you guys so much for joining, for watching, for hopping on and chit-chatting. I'm Jamie, that's me, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.